Hey, welcome back to the Infamous Podcast. This is Brian.
This is Daryl.
And are you happy I'm a little more normal today than I was yesterday with that?
Yes.
I tried to do something different, and you're like, what is happening here? You're the Frank to my Peter Parker.
So I'll be screaming when I'm shooting at the Hulk.
Yeah, definitely. And I'm going to remind you constantly about how I save your life. And you're going to be like, you're bringing up Staten Island again. Get out.
I would absolutely watch a show with them, just with them.
Dude, I don't want a show. I just want YouTube shorts.
Yeah, something. Oh, dude, that'd be better.
Just shorts.
Yeah, that'd be
like no more than 45 seconds.
That would be just so good.
Like, give me like 10 shorts a day. Anyway, welcome back. Hopefully you listened to our Spider-Man review that went up yesterday. So this is Thursday, August 6th. Daryl, how are
you? Pretty good.
So we're going to talk about the Spider-Man box office here up front. But is there anything else you'd like to talk about? Because we ended talking about that yesterday, and we're going to start talking about it today.
The fact that James Gunn should be fired because Supergirl is not going to make as much money as Morbius? ?
I mean, there's no way it's making as much money because, like, the meme said it wasn't going to clear 200 million. It's not going to clear 250 million.
Oh man!
Hold on, let me verify this since I've got it. It's at $125,991,933, and it's out of the theater. It has wrapped. It's a wrap. So, yeah. It's not looking good for Supergirl.
I guess we can say the DCU is DOA.
I've been saying that since they started with Creature Commandos.
I keep forgetting that's a part of it.
And then they gave us Peacemaker with orgies.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't have been DOA even with all that. Superman would have knocked it out of the park.
That's true, but it didn't. It was
we got what we expected, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So, but anyway, I don't care about that. Let's talk about the 42 million that Spider-Man made on Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, that made
Jeez.
On the first, not Den Game. So on Avengers Endgame, let's see, what did it do? So on the original release, not the re-release that they did, right? So that first Tuesday, it only did 33 million.
And that Monday was what? Did 36. You say 36?
Yeah. So Spider-Man did 47 and then 42. So, I mean, it's,
it's comfortably ahead right now. Again, who knows what the second weekend's going to be, but
I think the word of mouth on this movie is so good, though.
I think that's the thing.
And I think the other fun thing about what's different about this one is Endgame was 3 hours long. This one's 2 hours and 25.
That's true as well.
And it's in almost 4,500 theaters.
That's a lot of theaters.
Dude, there's so many showings. There's so many showings of it. It's great. I mean, you can walk out of one theater and walk right back into the other and, like, just keep watching it all day. I mean, you should pay,
right,
obviously, but, we're not, like, embrace your 90s kid. But I think they did that before the 90s. Just embrace your pre-cell phone kid. So anyway, yeah, this is insane. It just keeps growing. I mean, it's at almost 1.2 billion. Avengers was at like 2.67, something like that. So it's got some time to go, but I mean, it'll cross 500 million in the next day or two, domestic.
Man.
So Okay, so like The Force Awakens, I think The Force Awakens did $1 billion domestic, and because that was also a $2 billion movie.
Which that one made sense because people were like people wanted our Phoenix was what 13 years or no 12 years
Yeah.
since we had gotten to Star Wars.
So The Force Awakens did 936 million domestic and 1.13 billion, 1.13 billion overseas. So it did 2,071,000,000. And then Endgame was the total. Geez, no, I was wrong. Endgame did 858 million domestic and almost 2 billion international. And overall, it was 2.799 billion.
Oh man.
And that's all releases though, because that's the 2006 re-release. Which that domestic,
Oh yeah.
it doesn't say. There's no data for that. Fun. Oh, because that's coming. But they've re-released it. Like it's like James Cameron with Avatar. There's been like 7 releases
Yeah, that's
of the original Avatar.
and we're going to get another release in September of Endgame. So
yeah, okay. So that's what's talking about. Avatar, the original release, and then the 2010 special, the 2020 re-release, 21 re-release, 22 re-release, and 25 re-release. The 25 was just in Australia. The 21 was just in China. So
that's a little much.
but still, yeah. I mean, it's because because that movie's at 2.923. So he's just trying to keep it as the biggest worldwide box office of all time.
Yeah, that's a little cheesy.
But I mean, yeah. Actually, I'm kind of curious. How quickly did Aquaman get to $1 billion?
Oh, Aquaman made $1 billion.
Yeah. Aquaman was 1.52 billion. It did 300. See, it did 335 domestic, which is only 29% of its overall, and then it did 816 million. But yeah, it got to. It's not going to show me that. Anyway, but I mean, that one opened. That was a good open for them. I mean, oh no. Oh wow, interesting. Okay, so that movie. What the hell is it? What am I looking at? Domestic release, December 15th. When did it open? Oh, it opened on the 21st. Okay, so on December 15th and December 19th, it had some screen. It was in like 1,200 theaters and then 200 theaters, and then it hit its wide. So the first Friday, it did 27 million, which had it at like 32 million with those other 2 days. At the end of the first weekend, it was at 72 million. So yeah, pretty far behind. But I mean, it just did. I mean, it was over the Christmas time, and like that was still like peak Jason Momoa popularity and stuff like that. What?
You know, like that peak Jason Momoa popularity.
I mean, it was. I mean, he was coming off of playing Khal Drago. People weren't like fed up with his nonsense. He didn't ruin Duncan, Idaho yet. He was him. I think he was still married to Denise Cosby. So anyway. Cool. So we got some news bites. Do you want to jump into those?
Let's do it.
Since we've kind of petered out on the box office. Okay. So we've got 2 sets of news bites. One, we're going to talk more about the Paramount merger real quick. And then there's some X-Men casting news. So with the Paramount merger, Regal Cinema CEO Eduardo Acuna Matata champions Paramount's WBD merger, says antitrust trial creates more uncertainty and distractions. exclusive. And this is from Deadline. It's really weird when Deadline gets exclusives. They're not like the one that I think about. He says here, with Paramount Warner Brothers merger hung up in pending antitrust trial set for March 27, Regal Global Entertainment's Eduardo Acuna, CEO of the #2 theater chain, is throwing his support behind the union of the two historic studios, saying tonight, it's time for all parties to sit down and work out how to formalize these commitments. A long fight in the court that extends into spring or summer doesn't put more films in the theaters and is not beneficial to studios, filmmakers, the guests who go to the movies, or theater businesses like Regal and the people who work for them, he writes in a statement. It just creates more uncertainty and distraction that could be damaging to our industry as we build on our current success. There's nothing wrong with that statement. I agree with him. There will be more movies made.
Yeah, I believe that not only did Ellison promise, was it 30 movies, but they were talking about the theater window. Mm-hmm. Promising like 45-day or something like that.
So it says here, Ellison is giving exhibition of at least 30 movies annually with a 45-day POVD window and 90 days to SVOD for at least 3 years. So PVOD is pay,
right,
and SVOD is stream.
Yeah.
So, which is great. I think 90 days after a movie comes out, streaming is fine.
Right.
Because you can buy it at any time in between there.
Yes.
So.
But I mean, we talked, was it last week or the week before, whenever, this trying to say that, the people opposing this are about the artist and are worried about, the art itself. It's absolute bullshit. Mm-hmm. This is 100%. Oh, by the way, I don't know if you saw that the UK did approve of the merger.
So that was
deal.
the next one. So I have that one from Variety, which I prefer Variety to Deadline as a source. So the UK approves Paramount Warner Brothers merger. So the UK has cleared Paramount Skydance's $111 billion acquisition of Warner Brothers on both competition and public interest grounds after Paramount beefed up promises about programming and news provisions in the country. In a statement to the UK's Department of Culture, Media and Sport said, "Today, the Competition and Markets Authority have announced their decision that there are no competitive aspects of this proposed merger to the UK which necessitates their further intervention."
I mean, I don't think we needed The Voice.
We needed The Voice, Daryl. We needed it.
I don't think we needed The Voice.
We needed The Voice. It was very important.
Only if you had the barrister's wig on.
I do have the barrister's wig on. How did you know? Anyway. Yeah, so it's, it's just one of those things that, all right. The UK has cleared it. Right now in the US, it's just political. It's political hand-wringing from liberal judges who wanted this to go to Netflix so they could get more things like cuties so they could wank in their houses or in their robes in their chambers in between sessions.
I'm just so tired of everything being political.
Yeah.
It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah. It's just like what I'm sick of is these judges, and it's not even them being political. It's these judges who think that they run the country. We need to make tar and feathering great again. Anyway. But yeah, so I mean, it's clear to UK. I don't understand why they're dragging their feet here. I really don't get it. Like, are the people from Netflix like paying these senators like tens of millions of dollars? Because I tell you what, if they are, it's not going into their campaigns; it's going into their pockets.
Right.
So, Oh, this is cool. Children's programming. Paramount promised that its children's channels, including Nickelodeon and Cartoon Network, shall remain editorially distinct and continue to commission and acquire original UK children's content. That actually makes me happy that they're going to keep Cartoon Network.
That is good. Yeah.
Because I don't want it all rolled under Nickelodeon, because they're two very different brands. And there's room for both of them. Now, Disney, the Disney Channel, like Disney XD and stuff like that, I feel like Disney needs to just, they probably have already. I don't know. But, just Disney just needs one channel because it's all the same crap. Grogu's a Disney princess, right?
That was a random thing.
I'm just saying, he's a Disney princess.
So random.
Anyway. So I definitely think this is something that needs to happen sooner rather than later, for the good of all of us. All right. X-Men casting. So you sent me this. I have no idea who this guy is other than he's gay. X-Men, Kurt Connor eyed for Cyclops role in upcoming Marvel studio pick. That's what I said.
Is it Kurt?
Oh, Kurt Connors.
Like Kurt Connors?
Funny. Anyway,
what's going on here?
So it says here after news that, I'll skip that. Sources tell Deadline that Kit Connor is the choice for the mutant Cyclops, similar to the other situation where director Jake Schreier and Marvel president Kevin Feige met with a number of candidates. Sources say the studio ultimately landed on Connor last week to become the latest actor to don the Cyclops visor. So he's known, it says here, as Connor's star has been on the rise since his scene-stealing role in the Netflix series Heartstoppers, which is LGBT plus material. Recently reprising his role in the movie spinoff Heartstopper Forever. Following that, he caught the eye of director Alex Garland, who cast him in A24 film Warfare, which I don't remember which one he was.
I have no idea. Yeah, I was trying to think of that myself.
He's in the upcoming video game adaptation of Elden Ring. He's repped by WME, an independent talent group. So,
yeah. So I know nothing. Like I can't picture him in Warfare.
But that's not a surprise, because
they're
covered in dirt most of the movie.
Yes. As you can see on the, if you look at the cover of the Blu-ray or DVD or whatever, or the disc, it's like that's how pretty much they were most of the movie.
Right.
So again, I don't know how good of an actor he is. I don't know how tall he is or anything like that. Like I just said, like I'm looking at this picture on his wiki with some shades on, and again, I think he can stand to get a little bit more cut.
So there's a picture of him. If you go look at his go to Google and click on Google Images, there's like a picture of him where he's definitely cut, like superhero cut. So
okay.
I just my fear is when you get these these guys absolutely. Who are gay in real life, and he's British too, which I don't really like that for Cyclops. That they're gonna add that to the character.
Well, in fairness, he's bisexual. Like he was dating a woman at one point. That where he got pissed because I will say this, he was pissed because people were like, he was saying like, dude, you're trying to out an 18-year-old, and because he didn't want to talk about his sexuality, which again, I agree with that part, but I see what you're saying. I don't think there's any way, if this was 2019, 2020, I would be very afeared of it. But I don't think there's any way. I know, don't underestimate Hollywood. I just don't think there's any way they would do something that's brain dead stupid, considering they already introduced Jean Grey and the relationship that Scott, and that would I would say right now, that would kill the X-Men franchise right away if they did that. 100%, without a doubt.
No, I agree. He played Tommy. He was the youngest kid.
Okay.
He was
Still can't picture it.
he had the MK-48 Mod Zero machine gun.
Oh, okay. I still can't picture his face,
But
but
you
I know
know
the
the gun.
character. Yeah, I knew the character once you said that. It's like, okay, I
Anyway,
remember.
I don't put this past them because I don't even know who's directing the movie. But
Yeah, that's the one thing
well, they said, hold
surprised.
on, it said in the article. Let me go back.
Did it?
Jake Schreier.
Do we know who he is?
I'm searching, doing a Google search on him right now. He is a writer, producer, actor. Let's see, director. He directed Justin Bieber and Benny Balco Lonely.
Oh, he did Paper Towns, Thunderbolts. But did he direct or did he just write those? No, so he directed Thunderbolts.
He directed the
Paper.
new Avengers.
Yeah, so he's directed 3 movies.
Oh, he did the
and
Minx. Oh, that was
Robot
a TV
and
show.
Frank,
Yeah.
Paper Towns, Thunderbolts, Asterisk.
You mean the new Avengers? He was the director on
Thunderbolts,
Beef.
Asterisk.
That Netflix show Beef. So yeah, he's definitely gonna make him gay because he's involved with Netflix. I'm terrified now. I'm literally terrified.
No, I seriously doubt that. There's no way they're doing that. Again, like I said, if they do that, they kill it right away. I don't think, considering what Spider-Man, what as dumb as they are, they understand their box office hits the last 5 years. It can't take anything else. They're not that. They're dumb. They're stupid, but they're not. No, they're idiots and stupid, but they're not that dumb. So I don't. I know what you're saying, and I can see, especially with Hollywood, especially with if it was a video game, I would say yes.
Yeah.
But no doubt. But they're not going to go that direction if they actually want to have people come to the theaters.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. So in the fun news, Samara Weaving is going to play Emma Frost.
Yes.
Which I think is great casting.
Very good casting.
I'm just curious if they're going to use CGI or if she's going to actually gain a little weight.
There are ways around that.
Because Emma Frost is well endowed and Samara is very slight. So she's Hugo Weaving's niece, by the way.
I didn't know that.
So I assume she was related to him somehow. And then I looked it up. She's his niece. I'm not sure we need Emma Frost in the first movie though, but I am excited about it. So what I'm really excited about, this is the thing I'm most excited about for Doomsday, is all these people who are excited about the Fox X-Men showing up and are like, yeah, they're going to be in the movie. Maybe we'll get another movie.
For 5 minutes.
They're all dying.
They're not. No, that's not a question. Yeah. That is going to be the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Yeah. Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man never coming back. They're killing him off. They're probably going to kill off Andrew Garfield, which is a shame. Yeah.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
Anyway, but no, this is great news for her. I think she's really good. Unlike Ryan Gosling, she's not a liability in the backfield, so she can stick with her man. He's not too fast for her.
Have you seen her try that?
I did watch her run away from a golf cart in Ready or Not 2 pretty effortlessly.
Going 4 miles an hour.
I want to watch The Babysitter again now.
Oh man, you're going back. That's
well, that was the first thing I ever saw her in. So
yeah,
but very exciting. So yeah, that's the news bites. We haven't done news bites in a while.
Yeah, things have been packed to the gills, and they're still kind of packed to the gills.
ChatGPT was like, "Are you serious? You guys are doing news bites?" Anyway, all right, you ready to move on?
Yep.
All right. This one's gonna be quick. I didn't even want to talk about it. Daryl texted it to me in the what he wanted to talk about this week, and as his friend and I appreciate when he suggests things.
I
That
thought you were saying his friend CM Punk.
no. You're my friend, and when you suggest things, I'm like, well, then he wants to talk about it, so it goes into the show notes.
It's not that I wanted to; it's that we tend to at the big PLEs, which. Great.
So
we tend to talk about those.
Here's the hack. I figured it out. How to enjoy watching the WWE like big pay-per-views. Start watching them like an hour and a half in, right? Because there's only an hour of wrestling.
Yes.
And then skip through all the crap and then fast forward through most of the matches. And you're done watching it in like 45 minutes.
Yeah. Especially because the matches, if you want to watch a match is usually 10 minutes long.
So the average match was like just under 14 minutes because CM Punk and Cody went for a half hour, and then like it took Roman Reigns longer to walk to the ring than their half hour match, but yeah. So all right, so they split. This is the other thing. They need to stop this. The two nights don't work. They only sold 30. They didn't even fill half the stadium. For both nights, they only had 66,000 people. Because if you notice, they didn't even announce it.
No, I was waiting for them to announce it. They did not. No.
Anyway, so night one started off strong. It had the Perfect Woman versus Io Sky, women's world champion Liv Morgan, and she retained, rightfully so.
And then everything kind of went downhill from there.
Yeah, I mean, the second you hear L-A-9, like you've just lost all credibility to your wrestling show. And then it followed up with yeet, 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 yeet.
I mean, this is the thing. The matches were fine for a SmackDown or a Raw. These were not matches for the most part, and this goes for both nights. The Io Sky Liv match was fine, was good, solid.
Yeah.
Like I said, this 6-man tag with the Solo, Royce Keys, LA Knight against the Usos and Fatu, that would have been a good SmackDown or Raw match. This should not have been a pay-per-view, a match at SummerSlam.
The only thing I took away from the match is like Solo Sikoa is finally ready.
Dude,
make the next step.
He has hit his stride now. Like, he has really been working it the last few weeks. Maybe even actually probably a little bit longer. He's absolutely hit his stride.
Like, he wasn't there when he first came up. Like, because he'd only been in NXT for like 6 months. I don't even think that long. And he just wasn't ready. Like, he has it in him. And then when they brought Jacob Fatu up, all gas, no brakes, it just made it look like he was even more stunted than but he's not.
Yeah. So like he's in a good spot. Now, will they use him to his abilities now? I doubt it, because they fumble more than they score nowadays. And then, I mean, you had the Gunther Nick Aldis. Again, that was a fine match, but it did not read. And this is going to be, other than maybe 2 matches, I'm going to say this a lot, this just did not feel like a match that should have been on SummerSlam. It could have been, but like, again, it just didn't have enough. And that is the crux of SummerSlam and why, spoiler alert, it sucked. Like, there's no two ways about it. Night 1 was not good. With the exception of maybe total 3 matches.
Well, there were only
4.
6 matches.
No, I mean like throughout the weekend itself.
So, I liked the Gunther Nick Aldis match, even though I don't think Nick Aldis should have tapped. I think he should have passed out.
Yeah, why didn't they just?
I don't know.
Anyway, yeah.
CM Punk needs to retire. I'm afraid Obafemi's going to be a botch machine.
I don't know, man. I think
He's just so strong, and like, but when he goes up against the bigger guys, anyway. So Brock is retired. They moved him to the alumni page. He did the right thing, passing the torch to Obafemi. But where does that leave Braun Breaker? You know, all of that stuff that's going on.
I will say this, and again, they could build something great. I just don't trust them. But having Braun Breaker right after Obafemi comes out on Raw, having him squash Joe Hendry like he did, that was a step in the right direction.
Do you think Joe Hendry looks at like coming to WWE and like, why did I do this? Like, I was so over in TNA and on the internet, and like I had a new song coming out every couple weeks, and I was having fun, and now it's like it's like, say his name, he might appear. Where the hell is Joe Hendry?
That's a good question, man.
Yeah,
I don't know.
He's good too. He's actually a good wrestler. He doesn't get enough credit for his wrestling. CM Punk had the greatest moonsault. Like, Tiffany Stratton has the prettiest moonsault ever. CM Punk has the most epic moonsault ever. Most epically bad.
Yeah, I think it was Stevie Richards talking about it could have been an homage to Terry Funk's moonsault.
Yeah, no, I see people saying that.
That's just cope, man.
Yeah, that's massive, massive amounts of copium.
And then I saw someone respond to it. It was like, so it was when he did it, and they gave a match where he did this almost the same thing. It's like, was that a homage as well? Like, come on.
Stevie Richards is just kind of desperate to like be,
I
like
stopped,
to get
like,
a podcast on.
Yeah, I stopped listening to him, but I just happened to see his short. I like your point about the fast forward. I completely fast forwarded through the Fatal Influence Bella's match.
Yeah, which sucks because like JC is like JC Jane is really good. And Fatal Influence is good. Like Tatum Paxley is awesome. I forget the other girl's name too, but she's really good as well.
Well, I just don't buy their character at all. Sure. Like every time they're on screen, like since they've been called up, at least I don't know what they did in NXT. And again, that doesn't matter. Like when I tune them out. And so I couldn't care less because I'm not interested in them.
Sure.
So
no, I get it.
Again, I don't like. I mean, I've never really liked the Bellas. So
because the Bellas can't wrestle.
No, they can't. They cannot,
and they never could. Like,
so was it Nikki or Brie that broke her shoulder or something in this match?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't
like
watch.
The one that wasn't hurt before broke her shoulder, apparently.
So
again,
Brie was the healthy one. So Nikki had the broken ankle and then came back.
Okay. So
So night one was just objectively bad. And then you had night two.
Oh, you forgot the nice little surprise in night one with the Apex Predator showing up.
I wouldn't say I forgot it. I just don't care.
I choose not to think about it.
So let me tell you something, brother. Like Randy Orton has run his course. I'm good on the Randy Orton experience with the methodical headlock takeovers and chin locks.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, so yeah, he showed up and cost Cody. So like, here's the thing: the slow burn for Cody's heel turn needs to just have a bonfire lit underneath it. And they just
I was about to say they just need to fast travel to that because
it was like the meme or the reel I sent you the other day where I said run, don't walk to the comments. They need to run, don't walk to the heel turn.
Yeah, because this has been brewing for what, like at least in WWE for like
since he got there.
Yeah, but like the big one was the AJ Styles match where AJ Styles said I quit and he's still hitting. Mm-hmm. Like that is not a face type thing, and that was what 2.5 years ago. Whenever
I mean, AJ retired like 15 years ago or something like that. So, I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
So anyway, night 2 kicks off. Kevin Owens comes out. Pop my tits off. I was super excited. And then he won. So now he's the number 1 contender. I thought that was great. Then the second match was Trick Williams versus Baron Corbin. I literally fast forwarded to the end and I went too far to see that Baron Corbin won. I was like, I really don't care. I'm not going to go back and look at how it happened.
Yeah, he got him with the end of days. Whatever.
Here's the thing. I
love the end of days, though.
It's a cool move for sure. I liked him better when he was like the lone wolf before he shaved his head and became. I'll never be able to unsee him as Constable Corbin when he walked around with the Mount Me hat and everything. It's just his character, like he's ruined in WWE.
No, well, maybe for you, but like watching that match, he brings something that nobody else brings on the roster as of now. As far as like you talk about strong style, I mean his offense. Watching that match, and again, who knows how they're going to use him?
Right.
That's who knows?
I mean, he's got the US title.
Yeah.
So we'll see him again in like 6 to 8 weeks.
Watching him just rain blows down on, I almost called him Trick Daddy, Trick Williams. I mean, they looked real. I mean, and again, I know, and I give credit to Trick Williams as well. But to your point, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. Again, this match was actually a solid match, but again, this was not a SummerSlam quality match. Partially because it was probably like 8 minutes long or 12 minutes long or whatever, which again, it's a pattern. We did have a nice little, that I will say, the women's, what was it, the ladder match for the women's interim title. That was a pretty solid match. That actually did feel like a SummerSlam / pay-per-view match.
I'm going to say I kind of like Lash Legend, but she shouldn't be in a ladder match.
Yeah.
She had some serious botches there.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I was really happy with how it ended. I'd been really happy with her. In order, I wanted Tiffy Time to win, and then Chelsea, and then Charlotte. And I'd been happy with any of the 3 of them winning. But Chelsea winning is great.
Yeah, I was surprised they went there with her. I mean, there were some great bumps in them. Those ladies took some gnarly bumps.
They always do. Like the ladies' ladder matches are underrated.
Yeah. Was it Russell Talk where it was like, yeah, it went just enough because a couple more minutes and somebody might have gotten seriously hurt.
Yeah, I mean, it was bad. The botches were definitely bad. All right, so then moving on. The assassination of Dominic Mysterio's character continues to happen at the hands of Danhausen. I'm not super stoked about the Danhausen character at this point because he's been overexposed. And anytime there's on a pole match, all I can think of is Judy Bagwell on a pole with former male gigolo Buff Bagwell. And it makes me sad that wrestling has that in its history. But Danhausen won because Dominic got cursed. So whatever. The next up was the Intercontinental match, which was actually a good match. Basically because Penta and Gable are 2 of the best that can do it right now.
Yep.
And again, it was a good outcome with Gable winning. I think that's his first singles title in the Fed.
I believe so.
Which is far too overdue. So, and then we had the main event. And I guess the Shield storyline's over now. They did the Shield thing.
Well,
they did Dean Ambrose's move set.
They did the Shield fist bump or whatever.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They did
it.
the little Shield like fisting of each other. They fisted each other.
Like fisto?
Because they fist. They fist each other.
So I think it's over, but
who even cares?
You know, what do they say? Going to the well once too often. Who knows? They probably will revisit this in a year.
And what really pissed me off about this was after everything, when Roman Reigns came out and said that Dean was the scared rabbit. He was the hare that ran away. And it was like, okay. He actually bet on himself.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Like,
Oh,
when did he say
Roman
that?
Reigns on the post show was like,
Oh,
oh yeah,
the
there
post show.
Seth and I have been here the whole time, and then there was the scared hare that ran away. And I'm sorry, but we would not have the level of like fun, violent wrestling, not sports entertainment crap, that we have right now if John Moxley did not join AEW.
Yeah.
And you can love her. No, I'm dead
Yeah.
serious. He brought a style of wrestling back to the mainstream, and you know, love it or hate it. Like, I know he's very controversial with that. I love him. But he came in and his portion of the change and the feeling that came from AEW was the blood, the violent strikes, the hardcore without being stuntman matches. Now, he
I don't
blades
think.
too much. Don't get me wrong. But
Yeah, I think like we're getting away from. I see what you're saying.
No,
We're getting
but-
away from the point of
Yeah.
SummerSlam, though.
No, I know, I get it. It was just
Like, 'cause
because
I-
they did the whole Shield like bit, and like when Seth's music hit, there on the video before he came out, it was him in his Shield garb.
Right. Yeah.
It was a blink and you miss it little like Tyler Durden-esque cutscene. I'm glad you got that.
What was his name? Tyler Black? Yeah, that was his name, right? Wasn't that his original name?
In Ring of Honor, he was Tyler Black. Yeah.
Tyler Black. Okay. Yeah.
His real name is Colby.
Colby. Yeah.
It's like Colby Gomez or something like that. Colby Daniel Lopez.
Yeah. Never would have guessed that.
Well, it's like, would you have thought Bailey was Hispanic?
No.
Would you have thought Cody was black?
Well, well, I never knew Julia what like because before I heard her talk,
Yeah.
I didn't know she was Japanese.
Yeah, I mean, she looks like a white girl, but she's 100% Japanese. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bailey's real name is Pamela Rose Martinez.
Yep. I knew it was Pam.
Yeah.
But I didn't know her last name until now.
And she used to wrestle as Davina Rose.
I remember hearing that.
I'm
Like,
excited.
I don't think
I'm really excited for Davina Rose to show up on
in AEW.
AEW. And I want her to team with Mercedes. I don't want her to come in and fight Mercedes. Not right away.
So let's get this over with.
Okay.
Like neither one of us really liked this.
Yeah.
Like I said, there were a couple good matches. Even some of the matches that were good, they weren't SummerSlam quality or caliber matches, and that's the fault of whoever's producing the matches.
Yep.
Only giving these wrestlers 12 minutes or 11 minutes of airtime because they want their damn ads and commercials and all that BS. They're more worried about getting the tie-ins to the movies and the games than they are.
That was the shitty thing about the Chad
wrestling
Gable
product.
match is when the mug root beer dog showed up behind him. Anyway, all right, out of 5, enough with the 2-night events.
Well, like the 2-night event itself, 2 out of 5.
Yeah, I went 2 and 2, a 2.2. I gave it the old Chuck Woolery. So
Yeah, they need to. Yes.
Yeah, it's gotta be done. Anyway, yeah, it's just I don't know. I don't get it. I don't like it. I'm not here for it. I'm ready for it to go back to or to change into something better. I don't even care if it goes back. All right,
Like X-Men?
Sure, like X-Men 97 episode 8 season 2, the penultimate episode.
I was going to ask you, what episode is this?
Yeah, we have 2 penultimate episodes this week, my friend.
Oh, look at you.
Dose. So, I did not know what to expect from this. To be honest, but getting Gambit Noir when everybody else was in color and he was still in black and white was sick. And I liked how his voice was different.
Yeah. I will say, like, I don't know where you saw it because you saw it before me, but this is 4 or 5 weeks ago. Like when first couple episodes were out, you saw the title of this episode, and you're like, I think this is where Gambit and Magneto. You mentioned Magneto too,
Well, last week
maybe,
we talked about him. Like I thought
but
maybe Magneto was going to come back too.
but the whole Gambit thing you did mention like weeks ago, and I wasn't thinking about the storyline that with him being one of the horsemen. I thought it was just going to be another, but I should have put two and two together because considering Apocalypse, that should have been like, oh, you know what? They could do the horseman angle with him, and that's what they did.
Yeah. Yeah. I thought it was interesting. X-Force showed up at X Corp. And they were like, we want to team up. We want to have a collab. We want to have a crossover event. X-Force and X Corp. Let's go. We'll take our jet. Cyclops is flying it again. He's like the Launchpad McQuack of the X-Men universe.
Dude,
or like Anakin Skywalker. Like all they do is crash planes.
Like, dude, how do you subsidize this?
Yeah. Yeah.
But never trust a cable, man. That's the rule.
No, I mean, there's very few Summers brothers that you can trust, or sons, or nephews, or dads, even for that matter. Really, just Scott, and even that, and not all the time.
I was about to say, even with him.
So
yeah, well.
But no, it was fun. I liked the callback when he went to New Orleans to meet up with Belladonna and Jimmy. Which was a great callback to the original series when he went back to the Den of Thieves, or Thieving Guild. Sorry, Den of Thieves is an amazing heist movie with Pablo. I forget his last name now.
Gerard Butler,
Ice Cube's kid. Even the second one's great. I can't wait for the third one. But yeah, so he shows up and I like how they're saying that he brainwashed them, but like he possesses them.
Yeah.
I would have liked to not have Professor X in this episode. I would have liked Psylocke or Jean to have fought to save Gambit. Because when he was on the doing the astral plane type stuff, and Apocalypse is like, why didn't you fight this hard for Magnus? And it just kind of took it away from that scene where, like, I think one of the other X-Men trying to save Gambit with Rogue's help would have been pretty cool. Like, because Jean is more powerful than Professor X in a lot of ways, especially as a telepath. I don't know. It's a nitpick.
Yeah, it's definitely. I see what you're saying. So, I look at it this way though. This is another building block that is stacking towards the whole formation of Onslaught.
Oh yeah.
So, so that's where I think where they kind of used that. Those scenes were great though.
They were. Yeah, I'm not. Yeah.
With Gambit, like watching him just being desperately trying like to get out of Apocalypse as Professor X is holding his hand.
Yeah.
I mean that was really strong, especially after you think about what happened to Gambit, last year, or no, actually was it 24? Because that was when this came out, right? Season 1 came out in 2024.
Because the cards are always in my favor.
Oh man, that really hurts. That still hurts, even though he's back. Gambit. That still hurts. Yeah. Remember. And I mean, again, one of the things that this season has done, you have a lot of one-off episodes that they build on each other. And when you think about what happens, at least for me, what happens in these episodes, I think, man, this is too much. They're doing too much. And then by the end of the episode, I still say, but I'm still satisfied with what I got, which I've done that a couple times this year so far, where I have like the first few minutes, or first half of the episode, I'm thinking they're trying to do too much, but by the end of the episode, they got me hook, line, and sinker. So
I think like Bo's playing chess here, right? Like he's got the board set, all the pieces are out. and he makes every piece has a first move, right? And he makes all those pieces make a logical or sometimes illogical, but he has all those pieces make their first move. And then the story starts when you start having the pieces make the second moves, where some of those first move pieces don't move again for a couple episodes.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
And and that's how like that's just how I see him building this story and like my little whole little pattern recognition brain, right?
Yeah.
But I do like it. I like how X Force is like this mercenary team now. They like, well, let's join with X Corp, and then at the end they're like, well, let's just join with X Factor while we're at it.
Yeah.
And I do like that Jubilee and Sunspot stayed behind.
Yeah.
I liked Kurt and Gambit fighting there, and I liked when he possessed Kurt.
Dude,
I thought that was really
like,
cool the way that they did that.
dude, he was just piecing people up with like lefts and rights disappearing, dropping you.
Oh, yeah.
Man, like Nightcrawler can be an OP stun gun, man, or as JR used to say, some bitch.
He's some bitch. Yeah, the thing is he's not really super OP because he's got like so many limits to like where he can go. But
this is the thing I was gonna ask that, like, because I thought it was always he had to see where he is teleporting.
No, he can go like 2 miles. Like, you know, it's not like Jumper where he has to have like seen it to know to be able to jump there.
But when you're thinking about what he does in the last episode in the Savage Land with Creed,
the Savage Land is like right outside of the Savage Land is the Arctic.
Yeah, but that was what I'm saying is that was more than 2 miles.
Well,
and
I don't
also,
think 2 miles is like X-Men Evolution.
But what I'm saying,
I don't know if that's like.
I want to know more about that, honestly, because I'm just very curious. Because Jumper, but also Jumper in the difference with the Jumper, he was making, like in the books, he's making calculations, like mathematical calculations. I don't know how. I'm so curious about that because that's what happened with Necroscope and some of these teleporting things that I've read. But it was so much fun watching him fight and just hitting people from every angle. Again, animation was great. I don't know. Did you see the nice little callback or the little Easter egg for Gambit's first appearance when he's in the hospital bed and it says XM266? Which I thought was really
shaking
cool.
my head. Yes. Yes.
But yeah, I was like, wait a minute. But again, that was when Storm had reverted to like preteen Storm or whatever happened to her. I don't remember the storyline, but I mean, there's a lot of that stuff. There's a lot. I love the little, just like in Spider-Man Brand New Day, the comic book cover Easter eggs. This series has done that quite a bit since, even like, you know, all throughout season 1 and throughout season 2, which is just for comic fans. That's so much fun to see when you're doing the Leonardo DiCaprio, like, hey.
Yeah, right.
So, but yeah, again, this is another really good episode. Like you said, the penultimate episode, you know, everything's coming to a head. I don't know. Do you have the title of the finale?
I do. It's called Survival of the Fittest.
Okay.
So
yeah, that's what we're getting. So, and then season 3 will be the battle against him.
Yeah, most likely. Yeah.
So,
all right. So out of 5, a lady pulls a dude out of another dude. What do you get?
4.3 out of 5. Just very good all the way around. A lot of stuff happens, but they do it. The storytelling is so well done that it doesn't feel rushed to me. Even though, like I said, at the start of these episodes, it feels like it's going to be, and then by the end, it's like another thumbs up. So 4.3 out of 5.
Yeah, I went 4.33 out of 5. I thought this was great. I think this was one of the best episodes of the season, from an animation standpoint, from a story standpoint, and for the go home episode of the finale.
Yeah.
So
Now we have one more before we have another hiatus.
I know, I'm gonna be super sad. We have 2 shows ending next week, and then what are we gonna? Well, I mean, I guess we can start talking about Ted Lasso soon.
Yeah, I haven't watched that yet.
I liked it. It's the first episode's good. It's mostly in America.
I did see that. I did
Coming
read
to
that.
America today. Anyway, all right, you ready
For the finale, or
for
the finale of this
the
episode.
the finale, the main event, if you will. Um, House of the Dragon, the Dragon in Winter. So we're in season 3, episode 7. This was an interesting episode. Our scores are exact, which I think is really funny. It's rare that happens, that we're exact.
Especially how we add it. Like, especially it's not like a 3.4 or 4.6.
Yeah, no, we went out to the tens in this one. I liked a lot of this episode. I was also bored by a whole bunch of this episode. Not a whole bunch, by some of this episode. And I'm 100% over the Hightowers. All of them.
Oh, so
Alicent,
over them.
Ormond, Guinevere, whatever his name is, Gwaine. Just over it. I'm done. Darren Targaryen. Might as well just call him Darren Hightower. So let's feed him to a dragon. Toot sweet.
I'm over Masseria too.
Oh yeah. Like she's a weird character in the show, because she's a jilted lover from both of them.
Right. Yeah.
Like, she's jilted by Damon because, like, you know, they were lovers, and then to get back at Damon, she started sleeping with his niece wife, and then now she's just like playing them against each other.
And she has too big of a role. And again, nothing on the actress. I think she's fine, but she doesn't have.
I just think it's the worst written character in the entire show.
Yes.
And that says a lot with the show with Ormond Hightower.
You just summed it up right there. Like that's all I need. There it is right there. Like when she's on screen, I just want to fast forward, because nothing gets accomplished in the sense of what I want from a character. Whether I like the character or I'm like, dude, you're such a dog, but that's awesome.
Mm-hmm.
None of that. It's an apathy, which that's one of the worst things you can have. That is the worst thing you can have when it's like, at least if you hate a character, you'll hate watch. But if you don't care, I mean, yeah. Thankfully, there is some, like you said, some good stuff in here. I said it last week. Because while I didn't like in season, like we talked about this in season 1, the whole race swap with Corlys and, you know, his family, I really like Corlys as a character, but we've gotten like nothing from him the last 2 episodes. And not from him, the actor, but what they have given him.
Like, I think Corlys, one, in the book, Corlys is one of the more interesting characters. And 2, I think he had the potential to be more interesting here. But then they just made him a stereotype where he left kids all over the place and let the moms raise them.
Right. Yeah. Because that actor, when you talk like gravitas, you know, I haven't used that word in a while.
Dude, yeah,
he
is
it in spades.
That is Steve Toussaint. And he was in The Wire, I believe.
He is one of those that when he starts speaking, you just automatically perk up and listen. It's like, okay, let me stop what I'm doing and listen to what this guy's saying.
Dude, he was in the first Judge Dredd with Sylvester Stallone.
Stallone? Oh, wow.
I am the law.
Yeah, he
was also in the remake of Point Break, so we won't hold that against him.
He reminds me in a way of, you know, that capturing the screen. He's not quite to this level, but he reminds me of Tywin and Charles Dance, who I mean, I love Charles Dance and everything I've seen him in. He has that just
Oh, he carries that presence on screen of Charles Dance for sure.
man. It's
So
just
just with that
incredible,
bassier voice.
right? So I haven't liked him like how we haven't gotten much from him.
Yeah.
Like Corliss in the last few episodes. Well,
Right.
it's been not just the last two, it's been the last several episodes since he went off where it's like, okay, he told Alan like, okay, you're the hand of the king, the queen now. I'm just going off and, doing whatever I want to do with, these, taking out these Trident folks. So I didn't like that. I didn't like because
He's like, I got
he's
boats to sink, bitches.
one of the strongest characters and one of the strongest actors in this show, and you've basically sidelined him for a lot of story that, let's be honest, is made up completely for this show or changed precipitously from the books to the show.
Yes.
Doesn't mean that it's not. I still don't get me wrong. I still like this episode, but there are absolutely things that go beyond little nitpicks. Is what I'm saying.
Yep. So, yeah, I like, the whole thing with Aemond and Alice Rivers, and then Alicent and his weird dream about having sex with his mom, and
I was just,
it was like, okay, enough. Why? Like, this is weird now.
dude, I have turned away from the screen. Like, what is going on here?
Yeah.
What are we doing?
It was that Dallas moment where it was just all a dream. Anyway, but then she poisons him, but just kinda. It's like, really? So, I mean, at least Adrian Redford got murdered. So, like, something came of it at least. So she lost her bodyguard. Now she's, doing what? So
Yeah, good. Yeah, have fun on the King's Road.
Laris abandons Aegon after learning that the soldiers are searching for Tywin Lannister, who's with him. And then the best part of the show, best part of the episode happens when Aegon is standing up there. He's like, I am the king. The king. I am the king. You don't understand. I am Aegon Targaryen. And then they all get mad and he's like, that's right, motherfuckers. And then he turns around and he's like, what's up, dog? Dracarys. And
it was great because it was one of those things. This was well done because you hear the crunching through the woods, and I'm thinking, because I know about Sunfire, we know about some. I'm thinking that's who's going to come first, and then you see the soldiers.
Yeah.
Then it's like the soldiers that were looking for him. The reactions on some of the guys' face, it was such a good job because it was like like when you see in the cartoon somebody's like, standing up and then everybody runs and they're like, yeah, they ran for me, and they turn around and something like bigger is behind them. That's exactly how that played out.
It's like the whole, he's standing right behind me, isn't he?
Right.
So,
and the way he says it, he's like, he doesn't scream it. He just says, Sunfire, Dracarys. Just like, almost like he's disbelieving,
right.
but has enough wherewithal just to tell him to basically burn everybody.
Yep.
Yeah. And then the other part when 4 dragons are fighting each other, or is it 3 or 4?
Yeah.
That was so well. That was
with Sheep Stealer and
Sheep Stealer,
Caraxes and whatever her dragon
the other two.
is.
Yeah. So that was great.
I don't think they do a good enough job differentiating which dragon is which.
Yeah, I mean, Caraxes is.
They look different, but they don't do a good enough job of telling us which one is which.
Yeah, I think, like to your point, Caraxes is the most obvious because of the long body, but the other ones do look similar.
Dude, I do like that Damon's like riding saddle does the Detroit lean.
I was about to say it looks like a chopper.
He's got the Detroit lean going on. He's just like, got his arm on the windowsill, just leaned back at like 45 degree angle.
Oh, I see. I was thinking more of like as
Well, that
he's
too,
riding
yeah,
in the seat
yeah.
of a chopper.
But
But the anime or the CG in that scene,
mhm.
I mean, like
Oh
again,
yeah,
we've always talked about how good the dragons look, but again, it's great how they look, but when you have four of them fighting like that, they have to feel weight. You have to feel that weight, and that's where they did the best job. If it, you felt, the blows where you felt when they were biting or clawing each other, hitting the ground, and just it was so well done. It was such a great scene.
yep. There was actual weight, like yeah, weight to them. There was like they were of the scenery, not on top of it.
Right. Yeah.
So
And speaking of Dragon Riders, you have like dude, all I mean, he's such a slime ball.
off the weenie dog.
Yeah. Like is trying to strike a deal with Ormond for again, somebody like that you can never trust. And that's unfortunate that they tried to get, they're trying to get, back, last season where they were trying to get, more for their war and, just people that have, it's like giving a weapon to somebody that has no honor.
Hmm.
Not just a weapon, almost a nuke.
I mean, it is a nuke essentially. I
Yeah.
mean, luckily they don't really know how to ride their dragons, so
Yeah.
they can fly them a little bit, but they're pretty worthless in battle.
Yeah. It's basically the dragons like just saying, okay, we're going here.
The dragon's like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" Fine.
It's like, I got stuck with this ass wipe.
Right.
I did like that. Speaking of that, when Damon gets thrown off Caraxes,
Hmm.
how a dragon comes and it's like, dude, are you okay?
Yeah. He like
like-
licks him.
Yeah, it's like a dog. He's like, dude, are you all right? You took a big bump.
Yeah. You took a bump. That's funny. All right, so out of 5, Targaryens have weird ideas about what is appropriate.
Facts. Yeah, like you said, this is exactly on the nose. 3.89 out of 5.
Yeah, it was same. It's not a 4. It's not a 3.5. It's that middle ground ish area there. It's definitely leaning more towards a 4.
Yes, not quite at that 4 level, but I will say this: I am looking forward to next week, the finale.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean,
There is
it's
going to be bedlam.
yeah. Yeah, I can't wait. It should be fun. So
Yeah, I wonder if I don't know if like we've said, these episodes have been longer than
the
usual
previous
Game of
season,
Thrones.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'm assuming we're going to get maybe a little extra
Yeah,
next
maybe.
week
Yeah.
for the finale.
I would
But
hope.
yeah.
Like give us like 90 minutes. I
Yeah,
will
this
say
is-
I watched it on Sunday. Like I just turned it on to like be like, oh, I'm just gonna watch this for a little bit because I finished watching SummerSlam, and I had watching the whole thing, so I was up until like 11:30.
Yeah, I haven't watched one of these the same day. Like
I've been watching them on
since last
Tuesdays.
year, I think.
Like I've been trying to wait until like Tuesday to watch it, so it's like more fresh.
Right. That's what I've been doing, and like this time I didn't watch it till this morning.
Yeah, that's all right. I didn't watch X-Men 97 until like 2 hours ago. So I was like, is there something else I got to watch? Okay, so I started rewatching Ted Lasso. There's not a more bingeable show than Ted Lasso.
No, there's not.
Like I'm already on season 3, episode 2, and I just started watching it
Absolutely love that show.
on Tuesday.
Wait a minute. Okay, that's crazy. That's
So,
hilarious.
well, I mean, it's like the perfect thing. Like I put it on the little conference room TV, right in front, like so I'm looking at my laptop, but I'm also looking at the TV. It's the best setup.
That is good.
I love my little office now. The Nerd Studio 3.0 is my favorite.
Yeah.
You haven't
I'm
even
about
seen it yet.
No, I know. I'm getting a rotating shelf or rotating 6-foot bookcase
Oh, cool.
next week. So it's gonna be looking a lot different in mine too.
Yeah.
I mean, still does since I got my
I mean,
PS4 Pro
it's
hooked
only
up.
going to look so different because it's the same room. But, I mean, mine looks different because it's completely different place.
Yeah. Oh no, mine's gonna look pretty different.
Yeah, no, I'm kidding.
Oh,
So, all right. Well, is there anything else you want to add? What do you want on your tombstone?
I mean, I am partial to pepperoni, extra cheese, pineapple.
Okay, so I have one of these podcast deck interview questions. Ready? Who
Go.
or where would you haunt if you were a ghost?
I don't know. Maybe Congress. Just like y'all are doing some dumb shit. I'm not gonna let you all rest.
Yeah, y'all ladies need to cowboy up and get some shit done.
What do you got?
I don't know. Probably like something silly like the World Trade Center or One World Trade Center or no. I would haunt Kings Island. Here, I got a better one. If you were stranded on a desert island and could choose one person to keep you company, who would it be? And we can do fiction, anything, dead or alive. A fictional character.
I'd probably choose Jean Grey.
Nice. Jean Grey. So that she can just like shut your brain down and eat little pieces of you at a time.
I know. I was trying to think of like who can create matter so that
Adam Eve is the answer.
Oh, Adam. Yes. There we go.
So
there we go.
Adam Eve is right. Okay, what animal?
What animal?
Yeah.
Probably Cooper.
There's only one right answer to this question.
Appa.
Because he understands the assignment.
Okay, that's absolutely true.
And the Appa slander is just indefensible right now.
Also, if I got Appa, I'm flying wherever I want.
Exactly. That's the whole point. That's why I want Appa. And if I can't have Appa, I'll take Lord Momo of the Momo Dynasty. Because he can fly around and get me food.
That's true, too.
Because he'll be my second familiar. And, you know. Dude, I love the video where he's like, Nala is reincarnated. Then he came right back. I was wrong. the whole.
Yeah.
I don't know where he found the finger pointer, but I love it.
That's a great addition.
Haley keeps sending me his videos. I'm like, dude, Daryl and I have already shared these with each other like last week. But she's hooked on him too. She didn't like him at first.
Now she's seen the light.
Yeah. So Noah and Max, we're obsessed. Anyway. All right. On that note, thank you all for listening. We will be back next week with we're going to talk about Ted Lasso, at least the first 2 episodes. And did you get your Apple TV yet set up?
Yes.
Oh, so you should watch Lucky.
That's on my list.
Like, we should talk about Lucky.
We shall see.
Like, it's really good.
We shall see.
It has 2 of our favorite actors in it.
We shall see.
I'm just saying, it is. Dude, last night's was awesome. Last night's. Wednesdays. Yeah, yesterday's was awesome. All right. On that note, we'll talk to you next week. Daryl's going to watch Lucky and we'll review it next week. And remember, be infamous. The Infamous Podcast is recorded in Kings Mills, Ohio, just north of Cincinnati. You can find new episodes every Sunday on Apple Podcast, YouTube, Spotify, Google Podcast, our website, or anywhere podcasts are downloaded. This show is hosted by Daryl Jasper and me, Brian Tudor. To find more information about the show, visit us at infamouspodcast.com and follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Infamous Podcast to keep up with the show. We also have a Patreon page, patreon.com/infamouspodcast. We have some great rewards for our patrons and are looking for help to grow the show to bring you more of the content you want to hear. Music for this podcast is provided by Michael Henry from meetmichaelhenry.com. So, whenever you're listening to us, have a great day, night, evening, weekend, whenever it is, and we'll see you next time. Thanks for listening.